Good morning, Quadcopter 101 out here at Satellite Lake. I'm about to do a flight of my Syma X8C. I'm looking at a different mounting method for my Mobius camera. But before we go into the flight, I get a lot of requests. People ask, how do I film these? It's nothing really fancy, folks. It's just my Mobius camera, or in this case, my 808 camera that I'm holding to the top of my golfer cap here with, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just using Velcro straps. Nothing fancy at all. Okay, Velcro straps. I made a platform here to level it out on the bill of my cap. I made that out of cardboard and some bamboo sticks that I glued on there to stiffen it up a bit. And then I hot melt glued the platform onto the bill of my cap. But that's all I use. I've done probably close to 300 videos with that setup. It works. So what can I say? Okay, what I got for you today is the Syma X8C, but I'm using the credit card mount with the cable ties. You can find this mount on on YouTube a lot, showing you how to make this thing. It makes the camera jiggle a lot, so I don't have a lot of faith in this. Okay, it's really flimsy the way it holds it, but maybe it reduces the vibrations to the camera to the point that you don't see jello. But I got a feeling we're going to see a heck of a lot of jello with this mount. Maybe this works for some folks, but I'm not sure it's going to work for me. But I want to try it. Okay, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try it just to see. So turning on the Mobius. Mobius is on. Recording with the Mobius. Mobius is recording. Turning on my quadcopter. Syma X8C is turned on. Turning on my transmitter. Binding it to the quadcopter. And let's go for a flight and see how this works. Here we go. We'll see if this reduces jello. I don't have a lot of faith in it. I'm sorry. Let's rotate as this climbs. And pitching forward to bring it upwind. Okay, we're moving forward. So it's got some wind going past that mount. I'm not sure how well it's working, folks. What do you think? I'm going to have to go into a little bit higher because there's some wind up there. Going to higher rate. Upwind. And again, I want to see how this works. I'm not going to go into too much hovering. I really want to evaluate its ability flying real fast like this, you know, with a lot of wind going over the quadcopter. How well does it work? Okay, I'm going to do a high-speed pass of myself to show that we are going fast. Well, kind of fast. The wind's picking up. It's slowing down now. I wouldn't even know it. The breeze picks up just as it's a thermal, is what this wind is. I can tell the way it's gently picking up in intensity. So that means there's a thermal behind me because the wind's in my face right now. This is being sucked into it. Shall we let it be sucked into it? Nah. Okay, let's go a little bit higher again. Climbing. But keeping forward movement on the quadcopter as we climb. I'm really doing some high-speed movement. So we'll see if this works. Find the word myself now. I want to try something, folks. I want to bring this in. With this weird wind. I am going to do a quick landing. And at the same time, I am going to do a calibration. because I didn't do that. Okay. Gyros are recalibrated now to 0. Again, I'm keeping forward movement on this quadcopter the whole flight because I want to see what the wind does to it and high power does to that mount. Okay, we're at high power now. We're climbing and I'm rotating. It's actually going in the vortex ring state. Let's give it a little movement to get out of the downdraft. Okay. Okay, let's do a little low-level flying now. Bringing it down low, go over those bushes. Coming out of the bushes. Let's go toward the pylon. Let's fly it like a DJI now. Nice and gentle. Gentle turns. And now I'm going to go back to low. Let's see if that helps with jello. If the jello was bad and flying in high, now we're going to fly it in low. Boy, it has a hard time fighting wind at low. That's okay, we're flying like a DJI. Let's go over by the pylon, south pylon here. Flying around the area. Just open it out. Heading toward the north pylon, or I mean the west, or east. I can't keep my directions correct. East pylon. That's the wind blowing it, folks. Just hovering now. Let it hover. Turning it a bit to point it at me. Just hovering in the wind, letting the breeze blow it around. Okay, pitching forward, heading toward me. And one more, we're going to do one more run up toward the east end of the lake. Put it into hover up at the east end of the lake and let the wind blow it back, because the wind's due out of the east right now. Far up on the east end. Just let the wind blow it all the way back. Okay. Pointed toward me. I think it's pointed toward me. This is the wind, folks. Just hovering. Wondering how that's doing while it's hovering. That jello effect. No hands, Steve C. If you're out there. Let's do that one more time for Steve. He gets so sensitive about no hands flying. He doesn't think it's possible. Send it one more time upwind. Adjusting throttle. For Steve C. If you're out there, no hands. Nothing. Nada. And my wife's not flying it either. The only other people out here is my wife and my dog. And I know my dog's not flying it. Okay, let's bring it in. That's enough to prove whether this camera's working or not. Again, this is the Syma X8C, playing with a new camera mount. There. Okay, remember, turn off this transmitter. And then when you approach the quadcopter, the first thing you do is turn it off. And now, turn off your video. Okay, video is off, and it is recorded. So, that was a test of this mount using credit card with cable ties. It's a real cheap, real quick to make mount. I made it in about 5 minutes. A guy on YouTube makes it in 4 minutes. So, it's easy to make, very easy to make. We'll see if it works. I'm not sure it's going to work because it seems like it's so jiggly. But who knows, maybe that's what the answer is. But let's go and try it out. I want to take a look at this video right away. So Quadcopter 101, I hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101 signing out.